A riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. This definition of Russia by Winston Churchill still rings true. To this day, Russia continues to maintain that air of mystery and uncertainty. It remains to be a land with hidden secrets, a land that plays by its own rules. On a day when the country's coronavirus count crossed the 6 lakh mark, Russia decided to forget the deadly pandemic and drum up national pride. It celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Victory Day, a celebration to mark the Soviet Union's defeat of the Nazis in the Second World War, a day meant to evoke triumphant memories of wartime heroism, an event that is being called the grand finale of Putin's own victory year. So with foreign leaders in attendance, Russia put up a massive show of strength to draw the world's attention. It showed off its military prowess. Tanks and missiles rumbled through the Red Square. Soldiers marched in crisp formation. Accompanying them was Russia's latest military hardware. There was a flyover by the nation's most advanced fighter jets. More than 14,000 troops, more than 75 aircraft, participants from 19 countries, 64,000 people in the audience. The celebration spread across 28 cities. Uniting them was one slogan: glory to the heroes of the patriotic war.
Это долг нашей совести и нашей ответственности перед настоящим и будущим. Слава поколению, победившему нацизм! Слава героям Отечественной войны! Ура!
The Victory Day Parade is an annual affair. What's unusual this time is the date, the 24th of June. This parade was scheduled for the 9th of May. It was delayed because of the coronavirus outbreak. The historic significance of this day cannot be overstated. The German instrument of surrender was signed on the 8th of May 1945. It marked the end of the Second World War for Russia. Some 40,000 Red Army soldiers and more than 1,800 military vehicles took part in the first Victory Day Parade. Troops returning from the front line were greeted by joyous crowds showering flowers on them. 75 years on, the celebrations have continued. But there's more to it than history now. The Kremlin has increasingly monopolized the Victory Day legacy. In the past few years, this event has become a political tool for Vladimir Putin, the most effective way to unite the diverse people of Russia, an extravagant celebration to legitimize Putin's aspirations for his country. This year, it comes right ahead of a referendum on changing the Russian constitution. 200 amendments have been proposed. The most critical one is this: Putin will become president for life. Right now, a Russian president has term limits. In his first stint as president, Putin had 2 terms for 4 years each, from 2000 to 2008. He made way for his trusted deputy and became prime minister. Then in 2012, he took office again as president. This time, he had 2 6-year terms. The current term as president for Vladimir Putin will end in 2024. He doesn't want to step aside this time. With this referendum, he plans to stay in power till 2036. It's being called a constitutional coup. It will make Putin the longest-serving leader of Russia, 36 years in power. Ahead of Stalin, who had a 29-year term in Russia as a leader. By the way, the world's longest-serving president was Fidel Castro, 49 years, followed by Chiang Kai-shek in Taiwan, 47 years, and Kim Il-sung in North Korea, 46 years. Putin wants to be a member of this top 10 club with 36 years in power. Will the Russian people agree? The result of this referendum is a foregone conclusion. The vote is democratic, but only on paper. It violates all democratic mechanisms. The voting is designed in a way to avoid the smallest of threats. Experts say it is just a symbolic referendum. The result is predetermined, no matter what the public thinks. So why hold it at all? To provide a veneer of legitimacy to the constitutional changes that Putin wants. And why the parade? To have the world stand witness and even endorse Putin's coronation as a czar. What happened today was much more than a parade. It was posturing on the world stage, Putin showing his might with international contingents in attendance from India, China, Mongolia and several former Soviet republics. On the stands at Red Square were the defense ministers of Armenia, Azerbaijan and India. Also present were the presidents of Belarus and Serbia. Remember, Donald Trump wanted a G7 meeting. The world shot down the idea. It wasn't safe, they said. Putin wanted his parade and he had it. Russia is the third worst hit country by the coronavirus. But Russia has opened gyms, restaurants, cafes and salons. Putin participated in events. He opened a vast military cathedral. He laid a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier, met veterans. At the parade, he sat next to Galina Beltsova, 95 years old, the last surviving member of a Soviet female Air Force regiment. There were no masks, there was no social distancing, as you can see. Aren't they worried about the virus? Well, here's what the Russian press may not tell you. Veterans meeting Vladimir Putin were required to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Extensive measures are being taken for his safety. He has a special disinfectant tunnel at home, spraying fine mist on visitors to kill the virus. At 67 years of age, Putin has completed 20 years in power. He has hit his lowest approval ratings of 59 and made his biggest political bid now. This is the story of Russia's Victory Day parade. Parade, politics and posturing.